Thank you very much for visiting here. My name is Kazu. I'm a Japanese, but I live in Malaysia more than 6 years. And today, let me explain about the Sakura project. It's the first project in Malaysia for the Daiwa house. And this project is located in Sunway Iskandar. So today, I'm so glad if you would keep in your mind with 3 words. The first, what is the Daiwa house? Maybe nobody knows about the Daiwa house in Singapore and Malaysia as well. So let me explain about the Daiwa house first. We as a developer from Japan. Our company has more than 60 years history all over the world, and we are the #1 developer in Japan. And our company is ranked in the 330 in global 500. Actually, in Japan, it is very difficult to survive more than 50 years because this company needs a reputation and the trust from the customer. But Daiwa House, now we have a 60 years history in Japan. And Daiwa House is ranked in the brand 500, ranked in 299th in global brand 500. And currently, Daiwa House have a lot of projects all over the world with 20 countries. And especially, Daiwa House is focused on the Australia and America and this ASEAN area. Daiwa House have a lot of business all over the world, and our core business is landed houses and credit card, logistics, condominium, solar power supply, fitness club, and commercial building, and the others. So we can manage everything, and if we can find the land, we can build everything on the land. And from this residence department, we extend the overseas business in Malaysia, and it's a first project for the Daiwa House. And in addition, Daiwa House is a very particular. We are the developer, but Daiwa House have our own laboratory in Japan because many times we consider about the quality and what is a comfortable housing and how to keep about this quality. In this case, no way, we have to test by ourselves. That's why Daiwa House have our own laboratory in Japan, and we can do by ourselves about the fire rating and the structure checking and the lightning checking and the sound installation and heat installation as well. But unfortunately, when I came to Malaysia, many times I cried because the real thing was totally different. Until now, I mentioned the Daiwa House is the biggest developer in Japan and quite famous in Japan. But this is in Japan. When I came to Malaysia, I was very excited and very surprised because many calls came to me from clients and they requested to me bring a Daiwa House brochure. I did my best and I prepared and I brought those documents to the client. Daiwa House have so many business, and I couldn't find what client requested. So I prepared so many Daiwa House projects, and I bring. But client thought about Daiwa as fishing grill supplier. Oh, sorry, sir. We are not fishing grill supplier. But again, after this, many calls came to me from clients. And again, I was very excited and prepared. But again, client thought about Daiwa as the gold set supplier. Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. We are not gold set supplier. That's why today, the first word I would like to say, I'm very glad if you would keep in your mind with the Daiwa House as a developer. And finally, Daiwa House established a company in Malaysia named as the Daiwa House Malaysia. And we considered about the Daiwa House Malaysia as a HQ in Malaysia. And we will handle so many projects for the future under this HQ. And at the same time, we established a joint venture with the Sunway, named as Sunway, a Daiwa Sunway development. And this joint venture manage and develop about the Sakura project. Okay, and the second word. What is important for the housing project? The township. I would like to share about the Japanese case. Normally, if Daiwa House develop about the project, the first we consider about the customer. So we develop about the residence area. After this, we consider about the shopping market, because if there is no shopping market nearby this residence, customer will suffer. And sometimes we will sick, so we have to go to the hospital, and we need a school as well for my baby. And sometimes I want to enjoy at the theme park with my family. And sometimes we have a second baby, so we need to apply new birth to the authority. And sometimes I need a renovation for our housing, so I need to apply for this renovation as well. And after this school or hospital, theme park or authority or blah 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 need so many population as well. So need a business association, means this area need a company or any office as well. So this is the Japanese case and the Daiwa House checking point. Going to our project. Our project is located here, named the Sakura Residence. And there is all important point surrounding the Sakura project. But I couldn't find the authority. But luckily, last November, Malaysian Johor Bahru government announced they will move from Sukudai area to here. But Daiwa House and Japanese is very strict. We cannot trust only the announcement, because many times schedule was delayed and postponed and sometimes stop. So what is the checking point for the Daiwa House? Construction. Normally authority is very important, and once authority starts the construction, they cannot say give up. They cannot say stop the construction. So finally we can trust and we can announce authority move to here. And here, main developer is Sunway Iskandar. So today, I would like to introduce Mr. Kevin to explain about this Sunway Iskandar.
Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kevin, representative of Sunway Iskandar. So back to the story that just now Kazu-san talked about what is the history of Daiwa and what's the elements for the township developer, okay? So Sunway Iskandar currently is at Johor. So the person, Tan Sri Dr. Jeffrey Cha, the man who dreamed, who made it possible, So he's the one who wants to build the next legacy at Johor near Second Link Bridge. So based on the history, in 1986, so they started from KL, Bandar Sunway City, and he want to build a dream from a one small area become a Bandar Sunway City. So this is the current thing which is happening at Sunway City. As you can see, these are all the actual development, everything one by one. Okay, so when it comes to this one, this is the next legacy at Johor. 1,800 acres. This is the current ongoing project. This year is only our 4th year, and there are so many things ongoing. Oh, okay, so there are 6 precincts: Lakeview, Parkview, Marketplace, Capital, Riverside, and Seafront. For the Lakeview, currently we have our first TOP project at Citrin Residence. It's a high-rise condominium. Sunway International School. It started last year, 2017 at January. Currently, today, up to date, in April, we have 400 students with 45 teachers, Canadian teachers. It is a Canadian syllabus, and everything is still ongoing. Next, Emerald Boulevard, which is shop lots fully sold out. Emerald Residence, and this is Sakura Residence. It's a very high-end, luxurious, prefabricated home in Malaysia. So this is the next Sunway shopping mall. We call the Sunway Big Box with the hotel over here, targeting completion by 2020. This is the next X Park, the biggest extreme sports park in Malaysia. 32 acres big. We have kayaking, flying fox, dirt cart. Then also we have futsal, badminton, at least 20 activities at this area. Parkview, fully residential area. Capital, the next Sunway Education Park, the next Sunway Medical Park. Okay, please observe this red line. This is a new highway we call Coastal Highway Southern Link, CHSL. It only takes 5 km to Singapore Second Link Bridge. So there's a new highway open since last year December, and you can use the exit, you can use the highway toll free. The exit is E313. So please do remember that. Next, Riverside, mixed development with residential. Next, this is a river, very natured river. It's called Pentas River. In Chinese feng shui point of view, this is called Dragon River. The dragon head, the dragon legs, and the dragon tail. Next, Seafront, the most expensive area of all with the next proposed theme park, the next Sunway theme park. So you can see Sunway, we have all kinds of elements: construction, residential, commercial, office, then shopping malls, petrol station, Caltex opening soon. There are lots of things coming. Among the whole city, what color do you see? Green color. So that's why we are called Sunway Iskandar Nature's Capital City. It is the only city over here, it is 60% development, 40% greenery. So the plot density ratio is almost equals to 1. That's why we focus on the quality of the city. Well, let's look for the sneak preview until 2021, and this is actually happening. Now, you can see this is the actual thing. Jaya Grocers has stepped in already. This is the Citrin Residence, TOP last year, December. Okay. This is Citrin Lake Home, the landed series. Sunway International School, currently here. The shop lots, fully sold out. Emerald Residence, Great Residence. Causeway Link Bus. Now Causeway Link Bus has started our journey into Sunway Iskandar. The bus number is CW3E. Directly from Second Link Bridge, or you can take the bus from Jurong Point, come to Second Link Bridge, you take the bus CW3E, and the first stop will be at Sunway Iskandar. They will use the CHSL highway. Only 5-minute distance by car. If you take the Coastal Link bus, it takes about 15 minutes. Next, the petrol station will be ready by June this year. Big Box Village, the next Sunway shopping mall. As a comparison, do you all know Johor Premier Outlet? Johor Premier Outlet, it is 380,000 square feet. This is 500,000 square feet. Then X Park, everything. So you can see these are all the ongoing things by 2021. See, this is the actual thing. This is a real photo, drone photo. So you can see, this is a low density apartment, very clear. 3 components, retail managed by Sunway, all units partially finished, everything. So it's next to the school. This is Citrian Residence, Citrian Hub, and the school is just beside here. In terms of high-rise, as you can see, there's no blockage of other high-rise. It's all landed. So this is the actual photo. So we can see at the back of Citrian Residence is all landed. At the side here is all landed. Everything is all landed. And at the front there, that is seafront precinct. So Citrian Hub, we have started our Jaya Grocer, everything ongoing. Citrian Hub soft launch, lots of things ongoing. Okay, this is all the actual tenants we have. Jaya Grocer, the first high-end market at Johor, everything open ready. Mr. DIY, Awesome Brew, Old Town. So things are coming slowly. The next Sunway Pharmacy, bookstore, coffee, Korean language center, lots of things are coming. Okay, this is Emerald Residence. It's a hilltop development residence. So it'll be ready by 2028, this year TOP, end of this year. It's a low dense residence with exclusive lake view, gate and guarded area, next to Sunway International School, and these are the build-ups. The components, we have Link House, Link Cluster, Garden Villa, and Semi-D, triple story Semi-D. So this is the shop lots, fully sold out, which is this plot here. Everything is ongoing. Okay, next is Sunway International School. These are the teachers, Canadian syllabus, 380 students with teachers. This is students running around our place. And this is Sakura Residence. For Sakura Residence, it's the first prefabricated house in Malaysia. Everything is built in steel structure. For more info, you can ask, our booth is there, you can ask for more info. It is the first four-season landscape in Johor. Everything is surrounded by four-season landscape. Sakura tree, autumn trees, bamboo trees, and winter wall. It will be quite a luxurious lifestyle for Sakura residents. And it's a joint venture project with Daiwa House Malaysia. So that's why Daiwa House has chosen Sunway as a joint venture project. This is Citrian Lake Home, pretty straightforward, landed commercial. And this is Grid. Some people ask about Grid. It is the first build and buy home online in Malaysia. You can buy everything online by buying property. Very, very unique. You can buy a property with a studio size and you can convert to 1 room or 2 room or 3 room. It's up to you. And this is the first kind of a product in Malaysia. So you can see the look and feel. And this is the build up, right? It's a high ceiling residence for 3.5, 4.5. Comes with 2 car park. Come up with studio up to 3 rooms. So the build up is it's a very unique size. And this is the shop lots, the last remaining commercial and office facing the main road, sorry. Okay, it is a walking distance next to the Sunway Big Box, Caltex Petrol Kiosk, X Park, and these are the last remaining one. Next, the announcement of the CHSL, which everybody has been waiting. Okay, so to make it easy for you, sorry. No, there's I don't know why is it moving by itself. I try my best to stay on. Okay, this is Singapore Tuas CIQ. Once you take the tour, come to Malaysia CIQ, the first exit E313. Please take a picture. It is the actual thing ongoing already, very clear. This highway straight come to Sunway Iskandar, 1,800 acres. So if you want to take the bus, like I said, CW3E. Normally, if you drive up to 312, and then you take the highway straight, go to Bukit Indah. Am I right? You can see Horizon Hill. But in Sunway Iskandar, everything is nearby. E313. And here is Sunway Iskandar with Sakura residence. So Bukit Indah is here. It's quite a distance. Okay. So Caltex, you can see these are all ongoing thing. This is an actual drone shot. This is the big box we call the next Sunway shopping mall. It comes with the next hotel and then office tower. So these are all the actual scale, everything. Targeting completion by 2020. The X Park, pretty straightforward, minimum 20 activities. CW3E, please remember this Causeway bus, CW3E. Okay, oh, all right, I'll go back the slides again. CW3E. And last but not least, the announcement of Chinese school. The Chinese school. SJKC Chiafa will be opening by 2020. It is a very hard approval to get at the local Malaysia government. And now we have officially announced SJKC Chiafa will be opening soon. Let's go back to the sneak preview again. The sneak preview of the whole township. Just like I mentioned, Citrine, the Lake Homes landed, Sunway International School all started, landed house, commercial, grid, alright, grid, okay. The Causeway Link bus, the Chinese school is located here, and here is Sakura residence. So for Sakura residence, it's much more a quiet place and safe area when it comes to Sakura residence. Caltex over here, big box, X Park, and the highway. So last but not least, I'd like to thank you for your time and precious, and I'll pass the next show to Kazu-san. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So with this reason, I would like to say, second word is township. This is very, very important for the development. And for the customer, please keep in your mind. And the third, okay, Sakura residence. Actually, Mr. Kevin mentioned already, Sakura residence is a prefabricated house project, and this project is the first project for the Daiwa house with the Daiwa house system. And actually, this project has only 100 units and limited community. What is the prefabricated houses with the Daiwa house system? Before this, I would like to add one more information. Daiwa House is a pioneer in Japan about the pedestrian bridge to avoid any accident for the traffic jam. Or we are the pioneer about the housing loan as well in Japan. And we are pioneer about the prefabricated houses in Japan. What is the prefabricated houses? Actually, our houses is all steel structure, and many components are manufactured at the factory in advance. So we can make sure of the quality, and especially working posture is very important for to keep the quality. And finally, we can achieve the quality control at the factory for the structure. This is the first prefabricated houses developed by Daiwa House in Japan on 1955. After this, we improve and consider again and again about the house environment and the comfortable house and the quality. And currently, in Japan, prefabricated houses is quite common and a luxury houses by a Daiwa House. In Daiwa House, provide 1.6 million landed houses completed in 60 years in Japan. With this knowledge and experience, we came to Malaysia and we ordered to Malaysian factory. And we try to make the prefabricated component in Malaysia. But it's the first time, so it's very difficult to understand for the worker. That's why we provide a Daiwa house staff to all factory and the site. So, I'm very sorry. This is a conventional way. Normally, the conventional house needed to request and order to third party as a specialist, especially, for example, the architect, engineer, and another specialist. And after this, developer or client have to order to main con. This is the normal proceeding. But in Japan, Daiwa house is different because we have all qualified architect and engineer in-house, and we have a specialist for the laboratory testing, and we have a main contractor as well in-house. This is the future point in Japan. But in Malaysia, unfortunately, Daiwa house have no certificate and qualified because of the foreigner. So, this project, how should I do? We provide a Japanese architect and some engineer from Japan, and we collaborate with Malaysian specialists. And we provide a site and factory management from Japan, and we hire the staff and train under the Daiwa house, and we cooperate with the main con. This is the Sakura project. And Malaysia and Singapore is a little bit different from Japan, and especially Japanese architect cannot find what is the difference, especially the design and the feeling and the planning. So we were looking for the design consultant in Singapore, and finally we could meet with AK Plus architect. How to collaborate? We discussed again and again. And maybe sometime AK Plus didn't like a Daiwa house because so detailed. But AK Plus was so kind. Finally, we can complete about this Sakura house, a Sakura residence. As I mentioned, the Sakura residence is a prefabricated houses and all structure is a steel. What is critical factor? Actually, steel structure and prefabricated system is a too detailed. So some specialists cannot follow the detailed drawing because it's too detailed. So finally, what should I do? We provide all detailed structure drawing to the specialist. So this drawing is all Daiwa house design in Japan, and we provide to the Malaysian structure consultant. One unit needs 1,200 pages for structure only. In this case, what is the next critical factor? Is it the same with the drawing and the factory at the site? That's why we provide Mr. Hiro, who is a Japanese architect and certificates the building management and the site management as well in Japan. And 100 is too much to handle for him. So finally, Daiwa house hired the original staff under the Daiwa house, and they went to Japan, and we educate in Daiwa house training center, and they come back to here, Malaysia. They manage about the factory and the site. and they follow how to check and what is the checking point to keep the quality. And finally, our show house done. This is the actual picture. So, third word is a prefabricated house. So today, I'm so glad if you would keep in your mind with these three words, Daiwa and township and prefabricated houses. And our partner Sunway also have our own project named the Grid and Stream. And now phase 2 open for registration. The price is like this. So our booth is over there. Please visit at our booth. And in addition, Sakura project, we have an additional event on 21st and 22nd April from 11 to 6 at Hilton Hotel in Singapore. So anybody can join about this event, and this event focuses on the Sakura project only. So we would like to inform more information and the detail about this Sakura project on that day. And in addition, maybe someone cannot find where is the Sunway Iskandar, where is the Sakura project. So I would like to prepare the bus tour, and will be held on beginning of May. So the first, I will collect the all registration, and I would like to decide the day, and I would like to announce to all customers. So registration is at Sakura booth. Please visit over there. Thank you very much for your attention, and I'm very sorry I speak in Japanese English, so maybe someone cannot understand clearly. So over there, we have our Daiwa house staff and Sunway staff as well. They have a good knowledge and good English as well. So please visit our booth over there. Thank you very much.